Hello, everybody. Amanda Davis here, and I am here to make a difference by teaching what I know and sharing with you what I know. And this is actually a dual broadcast with my Facebook Live business page as well as my Periscope. But anyway, and so I wanted to, this week I have been doing a series of live videos talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month and just things that you need to know. Hello, Shan. Thank you for popping on. Thank you for the hearts. I do appreciate it. So the other night I did a video where I was talking about the ways to prevent breast cancer, which your number 2 ways are going to be to stay healthy and exercise. That information is actually on the American Cancer Society website, as well as it was on a couple of other websites. Like I think it was the Mayo Clinic was where I got it earlier this week. But I just was on the American Cancer Society website, and that they were talking about it there too, that how your overall health is going to be the number 1 way. Thank you for sharing. To prevent that breast cancer. And so tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about the signs. So now we all know that our main sign, hello Celia, is going to be, we think about the lump. And you know, that's what most people think about when they think breast cancer. They think they're going to find a lump. But if you go to the American Cancer Society website, they talk about it may not be a distinct lump. It says it could be swelling of all or part. It also talks about how it could be pain. Hello. It talks about how there could be, it says, so I'm reading this straight from the Cancer Society website. It says skin irritation or dimpling, and another article said this too, where it was talking about it could be an orange peel. Thank you. Yes, it is important. They were saying like your breast will look like an orange peel. That was the analogy that's on the Cancer Society website. And then it's breast pain, nipple retraction, which is the nipple turning inward. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for inviting your followers. And then redness, scaliness, or thickening of the skin, and also your nipple. And then it says discharge, of course, other than breast milk. But basically, like I was talking about the other night when I was talking about the preventions, know your body, because that's going to be, you know, if you know something seems off, and even if it's not necessarily something with your breast, but maybe you're experiencing fatigue or something else, you just want to go to your doctor and say, hey, something's off. We have to figure this out. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you're maintaining your appointments as far as mammograms and those kinds of things. And just, I know even when I go for my yearly checkup, I'll just call it the yearly woman checkup, because I'm sure there's going to be some guys watching this replay, but you guys know what I mean. The yearly checkup, you know, which I do still do mine yearly for my birth control. My doctor makes me do it yearly. And so I do the checkup yearly. And, well, and I, you know, to be honest, with the mammogram, I'm not sure exactly what age they're still recommending it. Last I heard, it was still 50, but I think some of it has to do with your individual risks. And I'm not a doctor, so disclaimer here, not a doctor, just an individual sharing the information. So definitely you do want to talk to your doctor about what they think you should be doing as far as your regular checkups and those kinds of things. And sometimes, as uncomfortable as it can be, it's still something that you want to do just to maintain that health. And so that's going to be my number 1 thing here, is just make sure that you are knowing your body and going out there to your doctor and letting them know, you know, hey, something's off. Or even if you just don't think anything's off, but you just want to know for your own, you know, personal health, you can just ask them, just say, hey, I don't think anything's wrong, but let me just, you know, can I ask you about this situation? Not just with breast cancer, with anything. But since it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, that's why I wanted to come out there with this information. I do appreciate everybody coming live, sharing, and giving all the hearts. It's been fun seeing all the hearts. So I do appreciate that. And I think you guys are already following me, but anyone watching this that's not already following me, if you would like to do that, you can always check out what my replays are to see what I scope about besides this. But for Scopetober, I wanted to come on with some more meaningful scopes about different things. So this week I chose to do the breast cancer awareness, and hello Divine Systems Georgia, and also yesterday I was talking about fitness, which again kind of relates as far as just like your regular health, and you want to make sure that you're exercising. And I know sometimes as hard as it can be, because I'm definitely one, hello, route to victory. I'm definitely one myself personally that I don't always exercise like I should, and I know that, but I do try to walk. I walk the dog, and I usually do that a few times a week. So, you know, so I'm walking the dogs. That's exercise, even if it's just walking. It's some cardio. And then, you know, I like to do Zumba. I was saying that last night, and just things like that where we do different things to keep ourselves healthy. And exactly, you're right. Definitely, we make excuses. But anyway, so just to round this up, those signs, I spoke again at the little bit into the beginning of the video about the signs of breast cancer and how it's not always a distinct lump, so don't necessarily expect that. And then I think tomorrow night I might talk a little bit more about just, you know, it's called checking yourself, and not like talk about it, because I think we all know, but just talking about the importance of doing it. And how your doctors, you know, they want to make sure that you're doing it and that kind of thing. And but anyway, so I may go ahead and continue that tomorrow night. But anyway, so yeah, so thank you so much for walking. Yes, walking can be great exercise. And it's one that's easy to do where you're not so, I mean, you want to make excuses still, but like I said, if you have to walk the dog, you have to walk the dog. Make it an exercise event, you know? If you have children, run after your children, you know, and that kind of thing. Right, it's definitely easy to fit into your day to walk for a few minutes. And I'm a teacher, so I run after children too. So that's, you know, that's why I said that. And lifting children, that's weightlifting. I mean, I'm doing pre-K now, so I don't really lift the children anymore. But lifting, you know, you lift children. That's weightlifting in itself. And so, you know, just really just making exercise out of your everyday, what you're doing, and walking is definitely something easy to do. You know, like I said, I like to do Zumba. Oh yeah, okay, cool. You teach fitness to kids. Yeah, I mean, kids love running. I mean, and actually the other day I had a child, you know, and I said, well, how about you see how fast you can run around the playground? And he ran around a couple times. He ran around at once. And then I said, do you feel better? And he was like, yeah. And I said, you know, are you out of breath, or do you think you can do it again? And he was like, I'll do it again. And he did it again. He ran as fast as he could. And we do that sometimes with the kids just to get them running and get that energy out. And, you know, because it's good to get the kids exercising too. And I know I was always a kid, particularly, yeah, it's definitely a good way to wear them out. I was always a kid that, well, not like kid, because when I was little, I did, you know, like I would move around and do stuff. But then I got to a point when I was in like middle school and high school where they wanted you to run the mile, and I never didn't. I mean, I never finished it. But anyway, yeah, and I saw Route to Victory just said that she's got 2 feet. She needs a Zumba class. I mean, I do Zumba actually with my boyfriend's mother, and we do it locally. It's just a class that's put on by our county, and they have a coach come in and do the Zumba. But our coach even said, she just says, just keep moving. Don't worry about how you're doing it. Just keep moving, and you know, let that be your exercise. So yeah, why would be picked last for teams? I mean, I'm thinking more because we got to a point in my gym career where it wasn't so much the team stuff anymore, and I think because they were trying to get away from that, you know, somebody feeling left out. So a lot of times they would put you in teams. They wouldn't let the kids pick. Like, they would put you in a team. That way you weren't necessarily picked last because, oh, you were the slow person that didn't exercise. But I did dance. I mean, when I was little, I said yesterday in my scope, you know, I did dance from kindergarten to 6th grade, and then I did horseback riding until 11th grade. And so that was something that I did weekly, you know, for all that time. And dance, we may have actually done it a couple. No, I think I did work it into one night because my mom was like, one night is all I could handle. But But anyway, well, she could handle. Yeah, there's not that much out there for little kids. I know locally to my area, we do have a program for little kids. They come into my school. They came into a couple of my other centers that I was in, and they do work with like the 2, 3s, you know, the 4s, 5s, and then they do the county too. Like I know the class before our Zumba class is actually a child dance class that I want to say is for 3 and up. So that's good that they offer, you know, in different areas anyway, those programs, just because it is nice to have that for the kids. Because like you said, fitness is a great way for them to get their exercise out. And I don't know that it always happens at home because of, you know, TV and things like that. And depending on their parents and what the parents want to do and encourage and that kind of thing. So it's definitely good to have things out there for that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this scope up because I feel, I hear rather, the dog getting a little bit crazy. She's ready to go out and pet. So I'll go get some exercise right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm further south from you. I'm in Richmond. But DC, Baltimore, yeah, and that's cool for 1-year-olds because, yeah, definitely 1-year-olds. You don't see too many things out there for 1-year-olds, so I'm sure you are pretty non-competitive. Awesome. I'll make sure. I think it said I was following you, so. But anyway, so thank you again for popping on. Thank you for all the hearts. I do appreciate it, and thank you to everybody for watching the replay. And I will be back tomorrow with some things for Scopetober. Hopefully a little bit earlier tomorrow night. I had something to do tonight, so, and also. But anyways, I'll be back. Thanks again. Thank you for all the hearts, and I will see everybody later. Bye, guys. And bye to the Facebook Live people, too. Thank you, Route to Victory. All right, so I just ended the Periscope. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found some of the information in this video valuable, even though I know I was looking mostly at the Periscope camera. But anyway, so yeah, so thank you again, and I will see everybody next time. Bye, guys.